Welcome to the Get Fit Guys quick and dirty tips to slim down and shape up. My name is Ben Greenfield and I'm the Get Fit Guy. Imagine a workout in which you burn a lot of calories and when you're done, your body somehow keeps on burning more calories for hours and hours and maybe even continues burning more calories into the next day. Now, what if you could achieve that bonus calorie burning effect in less than half the time of your normal workout? Well, although this promise of enhanced calorie burning might seem a little bit like something you'd see in a fancy made-for-TV exercise contraption or some expensive magic pill advertisement, it's actually based on a simple and well-researched concept called high-intensity interval training, or HIIT. The concept of high-intensity interval training is fairly simple. To do HIIT, you warm up and then you do an intense burst of cardio, followed by a full recovery period. And you repeat that several times during the workout. For example, a HIIT workout on a bicycle might involve getting onto the bike, warming up for 5 minutes, and then performing 6 to 8 30-second efforts as hard as you can possibly go, followed by a very easy 90 seconds up to 3 minutes of easy pedaling between each 30-second hard effort. Once you've completed each of the hard efforts, you're done. With a routine such as the one I just described, you could burn just as many calories as an easy 1-hour bike ride, stimulate more muscle, get fitter faster, and still have time to go shopping for new clothes to fit your shrinking waistline. So here's how high-intensity interval training actually works. When you exercise, your body uses oxygen to create energy. But when you reach a high intensity during exercise, your body's demand for oxygen exceeds your ability to breathe in that much oxygen and deliver it to the muscles. And when this happens, your body goes into an oxygen debt. Once you go into oxygen debt, not only do your muscles begin to burn and you begin to breathe harder, but you also put your body into a state where it needs to repay that oxygen debt after exercise. Well, repaying a debt may seem like a complex topic better addressed by the money girl. It's actually quite easy for your body to repay oxygen debt. You simply need to breathe more and breathe deeper. And when you breathe more and breathe deeper, your body burns more calories. Depending on how hard you've worked, this oxygen repaying can actually help you burn anywhere from a few dozen to over 100 extra calories each hour after you exercise for up to 24 hours after you've finished your HIIT session. Of course, this is where the high-intensity interval training comes in. Besides weight training, one of the best ways to create high post-exercise oxygen consumption is via the hard cardio efforts you'll do during a HIIT routine. While it could be virtually impossible to create that oxygen debt by riding a bicycle as hard as you can for 10 minutes, you can easily split those 10 minutes into several 30 to 60 second efforts, followed by long recovery periods and still achieve the same calorie burning effect. So here's how to do high-intensity interval training. There aren't any special rules for performing a HIIT routine, but I'm going to give you 5 quick and dirty tips to get you started with your interval training. Tip number 1, limit your interval length to 2 minutes. If you're doing a hard interval and you can go longer than 2 minutes, then you probably aren't exercising hard enough to generate a significant post-exercise calorie burning effect. Number 2, go at least as long as 10 seconds. You can do efforts as short as 10 seconds, but remember, the shorter your intervals, the more sets you'll need to do. So for example, one HIIT routine that I teach in a spin class includes 10 repeats of 10 seconds of hard pedaling with 20-second rest, then 8 repeats of 20 seconds of hard pedaling with 40 seconds of rest, and finally 6 repeats of 30 seconds of hard pedaling with 60 seconds rest. Number 3, beat the boredom. You can mix things up during your HIIT routine. For example, you could do 3 hard efforts on the bike, then go over to the treadmill for 3 more hard efforts, and then finish up on the elliptical trainer or the rowing machine. Number 4, combine your HIIT with weight training. In the episode, Which Workout Burns the Most Fat, which I'll link to in the show notes over at getfitguy.quickanddirtytips.com, I outline a fat-burning routine that includes a weightlifting circuit combined with hard cardio efforts at the end of each weight training exercise. This can be as simple as hitting the gym with a jump rope and jumping as hard as you can for 30 seconds after each weight training set. If you're like me and you look like a spastic Bambi on ice while jumping rope, then just do jumping jacks instead. Tip number 5 is to recover. Remember, the purpose of high-intensity interval training is to allow you to go very hard during each of the intense intervals. And you won't be able to do that if you don't fully recover between each interval. So I recommend at least a 1 to 2 interval to rest ratio and up to a 1 to 4 interval to rest ratio. For example, a 1 to 2 interval to rest ratio would involve a hard 60-second effort followed by an easy 2-minute recovery period. And I'm certain that my fellow Quick and Dirty Tips host, the Math Dude, would be proud of our efforts to use ratios. So now that you know how to do high-intensity interval training, it's time to hit the gym. And if you have a favorite HIIT routine you've found, share it with us in the podcast comments or on the Get Fit Guy Facebook page at facebook.com/getfitguy. I'd love to see the interval routines you've done or you've created and help you to make your HIIT training even more effective. Until next time, this is the Get Fit Guy asking you, what are you waiting for? Go get fit.